No, I need like blue steel. I need more
Guys,
duck
guys,
face.
we're live.
Oh, hey guys. FSTV starts now.
Hello, family and friends, and welcome to the best laser show in the world.
In the world.
In the world.
Or if you're a flat earther, on the world.
On the world. This is Nick. I'm Walker, and we are the navigators through your laser cut journey.
Oh wow, that's a new intro, Walker. He's writing that all week, just for you, Jim. He's trying to impress you, Mr. Robinson. I think that's what happened. Anyway, yeah, it's 4 o'clock. It's Wednesday. It's on Facebook. You know what we're about to do. About to talk lasers. For the next 20, 30 minutes, we'll have a bunch of things to kind of help you get the best out of your laser. If you got any questions, make sure you throw it down in the comments right away. We'll get to all the questions. And shout outs to everyone watching. Of course, our first viewer today is John. Thanks so much for tuning in, John. Appreciate it always. Again, if you have any questions, comments down below. But we have a great show today, don't we?
I'm excited for it.
So we got the monthly contest winner to announce at the end of the show. We have some phone apps to use to get the most out of your laser. And then what else do we have today?
Cool stuff.
Ask the experts.
That's right. We're going to ask the experts. Why don't we start with that and some questions that we have gotten from the field in this edition of Ask the Experts.
That's us.
So say there's a cool intro that plays, right? Yeah.
Glasses for smart people.
Because only glasses, smart people glasses, that's all that happens. I find it odd that our producer who made that wears glasses. Our graphic designer who approved it wears glasses. I think maybe the Glass Coalition has got together. Yeah, Scott wears glasses. Everyone but us wears glasses.
Yeah. So I guess it's the other way around. Yeah. Called out.
Called out. All right, so on Ask the Experts this week, we have a handful of questions coming in, and Scott will, you want to get us their first one?
Yeah, here we go. The first question is, someone says, I'm interested in making laser cut outdoor signage. What materials hold up well outdoors?
Wood.
Yeah, wood probably the last option, unless you had a heavily treated, lots of coats of lacquer and sealant on top of it.
Epoxy.
But epoxy, great for the wood, but even epoxy yellows in the sun after time.
Yeah, but if your wood's yellow.
There you go. If you got yellow wood, epoxy is the way to go. But otherwise, really acrylic is a great way to do. Anodized aluminum, a great way to go. A lot of people use granite outside. We've placed granite rocks on top of mountains we saw last week. Some people use the granite rocks to mark the final resting places of their little furry friends. But you can use lots of different materials outside. One of the easy things to do, let's say you have a metal sign that you want to use your laser with, but you're like, I can't engrave on this metal, it's not coated, it's not anodized. You can always tape it, cut out the signage, and then use spray paint. Peel the tape away, and there you go, you got it.
Or you can spray paint it first.
Either way. Or you can spray paint it first, peel, spray paint again. There's lots of options with the painted way to go. But another great way is just by using 3D layers, by cutting your back piece, then actually cutting out each individual letter out of acrylic. It's another great way for it to last.
Yayo has a question.
Ooh, Yayo's got one. Yayo, I want to know if you fill the old laser tubes. If you fill the old laser tubes.
I'm guessing he says recharge. He's like recharge them. Some people used to recharge tubes, but it's actually not that efficient.
It's really inefficient, takes a long time, and two, you don't get the best tube at the end of it. They're really a one-use thing, although you can see in some of our backgrounds, some of our shots, they make great wall decoration. A lot of people hang them in their shops with a sign underneath how many hours they got out of each tube, kind of as a neat thing up.
Some German guy turned it into an actual laser.
Oh, I remember that, the laser cannon, yeah.
Don't suggest that.
Don't suggest that, but also great for cosplay. If you're going to make a good Halloween costume, what a great thing to start with, a really cool laser tube. So yeah, unfortunately, Yayo, that's mostly a one-time use. You can look for services online for people who refill and reuse their tubes. Again, just not the most efficient use of it. And granted, that might make sense coming from us since we sell laser tubes. It's really, we're just being honest with you, it's really an inefficient process, and the laser tubes never work really well after they've been recharged.
And I think a lot of recharging happens overseas.
Absolutely, so you're shipping it over, shipping it back, yeah.
All right, we got another question. This one, we got a lot of people asking this in one form or another as they start their spring cleaning. They're asking, what routine laser cutting upkeep and maintenance do you do in the spring, or the quarterly upkeeps?
Absolutely. Walker probably talked the most about this since he cleans all of our lasers for us. Just kidding.
Yeah, I maintain them. So, the only one. So I would start with cleaning it and then lithium grease on the rails.
Absolutely.
That's skipped over a lot, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. The lithium grease on the rails help for that smooth transition for your stepper motors, and really prevents any of those like stoppage, or you see some people skipping, or some areas where like the motor skips or has a place where it catches because some buildup on the rails. That's a common thing to happen. So keeping the rails not only clean but also free of debris is an easy thing to do. Looks like we might have lost our picture there for a second. We apologize.
Okay.
It'll be unfrozen. I'm so glad that my face was frozen in such a good frame, but you look like you're so impressed with what I'm saying. I'll tell you that.
I
So
know.
I do apologize for the little delay here as we get the image going again. We have one more question though, Scott. You can cut to that.
Yeah, we have on Facebook
There
Live
we
we're
go.
being asked, how long can you expect to have your tube last, and how do you tell when it needs time to replace?
Really, your tube, it really depends on usage. Tubes can last thousands of hours if used just for light engravings. If you're doing a bunch of heavy cuttings, and really it's as much as how much you're using laser, it's like how much you're using it in a long period of time. So if you're doing a lot of long, deep cuts, your tube won't last as long. If you're doing a lot of shallow engravings and you're not doing them consistently one after another, it'll last a really long time actually.
Yeah, I've had customers come up to me and say, you know, I heard that you have to replace the laser with the labor tube eventually, but I've never had it to, and it's been 5 years.
It's a very common thing, actually a really common thing. Most people, especially if you're using a hobby laser for hobby purposes, many people have that same tube for the entire length or life of their laser. But if you're using your hobby system or a Pro Series system for mass production, that's when you have to start kind of looking at some of your length. And really you'll start to notice when your power starts to drop, you'll notice less light in the tube. There's a few indicators that you could be losing power, but most people misunderstand your laser tube losing power from just an alignment going a little out of line.
Yeah, along with maintenance, I'd like to say that my dad used to say, if you clean your car inside and out, it's going to last longer.
Absolutely.
And that's not because, you know, you're not doing maintenance, it's because you actually care about it. You take care of your machine.
Absolutely. So care of the machine in general, as you're coming to spring, like you can use your oven off cleaner to clean the bottom and even the honeycomb of your machine. Your honeycomb, the best way to clean that is just spraying your oven off or oven cleaner on it, letting it sit for a few hours, and then just real lightly rinsing it off with water. Don't take a pressure washer to it or anything like that. You don't want to bend your honeycomb with a high pressure water, but just lukewarm water after you have the oven off on it, and that will come right off. It's actually surprising how easy it is to clean that stuff off your honeycomb. Then the inside of your machine, same thing, you can use that. If you're trying to clean your optics or your laser tube, we found that Zeiss lens cleaner comes in a spray bottle or small squeeze, is the best solution to use. You can also use an IPA, which is really great and easy to use. Other lens cleaners tend to leave residue and things on top. You definitely don't want to use a Windex or anything like that on your optics. You could use Windex on your laser tube, but Windex still leaves a little bit of film on it, which you don't want to have on. If you do use Windex or something like that, clean it off again with an IPA so you don't have any buildup on your tube. Keeping your tube is really clean is pretty important actually.
Yeah, I think just general maintenance and everything, because all that moving components, you don't want gunk in there.
Absolutely. So I guess to summate or summarize spring cleaning, really just do an overall cleaning. Optics is a great time to do a deep cleaning on your optics. Rail system, a great time to do it. And then, surprised or not, like a lot of people kind of ignore the little bit of debris that builds up in the machine. Mm-hmm. You really don't want that built up. Once a quarter, it's great to go in there and get every little piece of wood and paper and cardboard or whatever else is in there out of every nook and cranny that's inside.
That debris could actually catch fire as well.
That's actually why I was suggesting, like, you don't want that to become a bigger issue than already need be. Mm-hmm. Let's say you walk away for your laser for a second because some emergency happens, or your kid's screaming, or someone comes to the front door of your shop and you, for some reason, leave your laser unattended for just a moment, and I don't know, a piece of acrylic pops or a piece of cardboard flares a little bit and a little fire starts inside your laser system. As you know, very uncommon thing to happen, about as uncommon as a candle causing a fire inside of someone's home. But if that were to happen, having that bit of debris in there is really just going to make things much, much worse.
Yeah, essentially when you're cutting all those little pieces, you're making kindling.
Absolutely. That's
sitting at the bottom of your laser.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good way to put it about it. We got another question there, Scott?
Yeah, we got one last question. Ask Jeff Hayes here asks, how often do you grease the spindles for the motorized Z-table?
That's a great question.
Great question.
So I wouldn't do this that often. I would look at them, you know, base by base. So they get dirty sometimes, a lot of times, if you're cutting acrylic, I wouldn't think it would get that dirty at all.
No, and really just taking a real common brush to them, keeping the debris off them, because really what you don't want on those large, I guess that would be your, what do you call the screws?
Spindle.
Yeah, the spindle, sorry. The spindle is that when that has debris built up on it, it actually affects the ability to move them all in unison. So if one of them's catching, you'll actually start to notice that your table can get a little out of square if those things aren't kept really clean.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people jump to alignment, but a lot of the times it's your Z table that's just off.
Just a little off a little bit in the corner?
Yeah.
Easy way to check this is just put a level down on your Z table and make sure you got a good level bevel in the center on all sides. And don't forget to do not only horizontal, but vertically.
Yeah, or just get a nice flat piece of metal.
Yeah, metal or acrylic, put it on there. Easy way to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's it for Ask the Experts.
If you guys have any, do you have any questions on Facebook that popped up?
Yeah, we got those.
Got all of them?
Got them.
Okay, great. If you guys have any more questions, make sure you leave them down in the comments. That'll conclude this segment of Ask the Experts. If you have a question you'd like us to do a deep dive on, next time we do this segment, just leave it down in the comments, either here on Facebook or on YouTube when we repost it, and we'll be sure to get to those as well. So, I know, a lot of questions, right?
Yeah.
This next segment we have is actually really fun. If you have a smartphone, which most of the people walking around with a laser system have a smartphone, and
I hope so.
they could be using the flip phone.
Yeah.
Yes, they'll be using the
Old
flip
Razor.
phone. That's the good phone.
Well, that's a
Good phone. But first, before we get to that segment with our phone apps, we have a quick word from what I hope is a amazing sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
Join FSL at Maker Faire. Maker Faire Bay Area, that is. May 17th through 19th. Come see Nick and Walker, the laser expert, show off the latest laser technology live and in person. Keep watching FSLTV for our annual free ticket giveaway.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good sponsor.
Yeah,
Right?
that was nice
That's a
and
good
clean.
sponsor. Yeah, appreciate that, Scott. Yeah, so Maker Faire will be at, I guess it's about a month away, 6 weeks away. Bay Area Maker Faire. We'll have a free ticket giveaway again coming up here in just a couple weeks for that. Be on the lookout for that. But if you want to come check out some of the new things we have cooking, we actually have 2 brand new products, I guess is the best way to say it without giving away too much, that we'll be showing at Maker Faire. Look for those announcements coming up here in the next couple weeks. But a bunch of really exciting stuff happening at Full Spectrum Laser that we're really excited to tell everybody
I'm
about.
super excited about it.
Look at that face. You excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should tell your face. Yeah, okay. So this next segment we have is all about iPhones and apps and different things you can do with your phone. So let's hop right into that. Boom. All right, so the first app we want to talk about is actually not really an app. It's actually just a feature that is on both iPhones and Androids. And it's called Portrait Mode with your camera. So we actually have a picture that we just took. You saw us at the opening of the show take a picture of Walker with this kind of busy background. And we'll actually show you here how this photo can actually be manipulated, well, not really manipulated, but just how Portrait Mode affects it. So
Goodness.
yeah, so here it is up on my iPhone. When you open up the photo here, it's a large photo because it's a portrait. It has a whole bunch of different stops. As you can see, when you move the f-stop to the right, all the background is actually in focus. And then if you bring it back down to the left, you'll notice the background actually becomes out of focus. Now, this is great for depth of field shots like this, but really it's perfect for laser engraving. You can actually even adjust the lighting here to take out the background completely and make it a black background. Or you can change the lighting to contour lighting, studio lighting, other such things. That's specifically on the iPhone. I'm not sure if the Android app has all those settings, but as you can see, you can actually dial in the photo a little bit there. Using this photo, we're actually going to do an engraving that I think it's already, this is already done. We'll grab it out of the iPhone. We got some video of it here zoomed in, but we did one with the portrait mode and one without. And look, this is a handsome dude. This is one handsome guy. Goodness. I mean,
Can we
careful
edit that V-neck
careful at
too
home
much.
with how much good-looking stuff is coming through your screen. I want you to, hide your wife, hide your kids, because this guy is he's coming. Anyway, so as you can see, we can cut to that other video, Charles, here of the zoomed-in shots of these. Here's the regular photo. As you can see, great photo, turned out wonderful on the iPhone as always, but the background kind of busies up everything. And just by using portrait mode, as you can see on the shot on the right as we zoom in, it's still kind of there a bit, but the subject really, really stands out. God, that's a good looking dude.
Man.
Dude, that's a
He called it
wow.
5 o'clock shadow, but this thing comes in at like 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Like he has to shave twice a day to keep it.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's just using the portrait mode on your phone, which is a great, and you don't just have to use it for portraits of people, but you can use it for different items and even different like objects. Like we did a portrait mode of a what do you call this, a water bottle. And just with the water bottle, which is actually kind of difficult, it's clear, it puts everything in the background so out of focus that even something difficult like a water bottle was really easy to engrave.
I think it looks so much better.
Looks like we got switching along
Question
with the
from
crackling
Carlos.
noise. Carlos, it's, I mean, just from a quick read, you'll need to probably contact tech support for that. That's not really a question that we can answer live on air. It sounds like one of the older machines. Just contact customer support for that, Carlos.
Should be simple, Carlos.
Yeah, honestly,
if it's a pro, like a larger pro.
Larger Pro, that's an easy fix. Looks like we're a little frozen here again. Just 1 second as Charles gets that fixed.
But our think read faces.
Those are good thinky read faces. It's funny they can still hear words coming out of our frozen faces, and we won't know that we're back live until we see it. Not
Yeah.
quite there. So that was the using the portrait mode on the iPhone. I guess we can get that video of the example quick. Oh, there we are. Sorry again, just having a little bit of technical difficulty on our side, guys. Thanks for staying patient with us. Don't get them started. So the next thing we wanted to talk about is a really cool app. It's called the Box-O-Matic app on the iPhone.
Name.
Really cool name. We'll actually show you here some more iPhone footage of that. So this Box-O-Matic app is actually really cool. You can look for it in the iPhone store. We'll go through the little intro that it has here at the beginning, but basically what this app does, it allows you to make notched boxes. We actually made one with it today, right here. I'll just, if you want to stick this thing together, I think that one goes there. This won't go on top, but we cut this out without any adjustments, and it worked great. But as you can see, you can adjust the dimensions of the box. You can add a lid. You can do all kinds of stuff with this video. And this notched together so well that we actually didn't even need glue. But you can export this file as an SVG or a PDF. Create different files. They have a few in there that are actually preloaded. They have a few preloaded like kind of designs like that. Even the lid, you can adjust how much space is in between the lid and the bottom of the box. It's a great free app. It's called Box-O-Matic. Check it out in the App Store. You can get it for your iPhone or iPad. It's not quite available yet for Android. Don't worry, we have a solution for you Android users here at the end of the segment for that as well.
Hard to put together up here.
Oh yeah, put it together down here. It's not a big deal. Yeah. Also, those would go out or inside.
Inside.
You're putting some inside, some outside.
It exploded.
I had that set up for him, just put it together real easy.
In rehearsal, he pulled it together in one motion.
Yeah, one motion is really easy. But here, we actually have some video of the file getting cut out on the Pro 48 here and going together. We marked all the lines. Center X mark. You don't have to mark
If you want to add a hole or something.
Absolutely, but as you can see, it goes together really easy, no glue needed, and it is solid as a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, great little app there.
I'll put it back together.
Yeah, Walker's going to try to figure out that puzzle here just for a second. But like I said, Box-O-Matic, a real great, easy app. There's also a really easy website you can use too, right?
Yeah, so if you don't have an iPhone and you don't have the option of a Box-O-Matic, there is makercase.com, and it's very simple. I use this all the time if I need to make a box really quickly.
So makercase.com is another option, but that Box-O-Matic app just has so many great options.
Yeah, it's got a little more options than MakerCase.
Yeah, and it's free app, which is always my favorite kind of app, and it's made for people doing laser cutting. So it has the kerf already set at 0.008, perfect for your laser cutter. Like I said, I didn't adjust anything in the settings. I just fixed the the thickness of the material and how big a box I wanted, and we cut out this perfect 2x2 box that Walker will eventually figure out how to put together at some point. One day we'll get it together. But those are just a couple of apps you can use on your iPhone or your iPad as you're trying to create. You can actually even, I've actually took Walker's photo that we engraved earlier. I sent it to the Muse here in our workspace from my phone. I just actually pulled up the IP address on the Chrome app on my phone and used the file import to load that file. Phones aren't usually big enough. I didn't have enough room to adjust it, move around. But if you had an iPad or an iPad Pro, you could easily monitor and use that to load files right from your iPad to your laser.
Yeah, surprisingly, these things are big, but I still got fat fingers, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, same. Looks like any more questions coming in from. Oh, awesome app. It is indeed Jeanette. I guess we'll do some shout outs real quick as we have some people up. Jeff Hayes, glad you could watch again. Oh, geez, you got a bunch of people watching today. Jeff Hayes, Yayo, Renee, how's it going,
Jim.
guys? Jim, is always good to see you, sir.
Can we say
Yayo.
Jim Robinson?
I think we did say
Oh,
Jim
okay.
Robinson, yeah. Yayo, again, Jeff again.
Man.
God, a bunch of people up. Marcel, good to see you. Thanks so much for tuning in. Looks like you got a question. So what life, oh, that's the life expectancy question of the
Yep,
two.
yep.
So glad we got the answer for you, sir. Another great box app is boxes.py. That's a great addition, Jim. Thanks for the addition, boxes.py. Jim, I think if you have an iPhone, you'll really like this Box-O-Matic app. It's real fun, real easy to use too. And you can send files to your computer, especially if you have a Mac. You can just airdrop them right from your phone right to the Mac and use them pretty much instantly. But you can also email from there and even share it via Facebook. It's pretty cool. All right, so here's the moment I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting for, and that's a word from our sponsor.
Up the stakes on your laser cutting projects with Leather. Rugged and ready for your laser system. Try Leather and you'll be persuaded.
Oh,
Wow, leather.
persuaded. That's a
The
good one.
International Coalition of Leather has got together to sponsor this section, and they're saying that leather's good for lasers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It smells good too.
Yeah, it smells amazing. I tell you, if you've never smelled burning flesh, it's
It-
terrific.
Yeah.
I think it's time to move on.
It's probably time to move on. Yeah, leather's great though. What a great application in the laser.
Yeah.
I just made a little leather keychain the other day. Real
love
quick
that.
and easy. Love it too. All right, so here's the moment you actually have all been waiting for, and that's this month's contest winners. Let's get going. Okay, so first thing we have is some honorable mentions. We just wanted to kind of highlight and show. Mrs. Maker on that was on Instagram actually, had a really cool Game of Thrones themed.
That's where you can name all your cheeses Ned Stark.
And then chop all their head off. Yeah, that's actually right. Then Lendo Buttons looks like they made a really cool African home decor piece. Love that. Looks like it's 3 pieces on top of each other with the home cutout. Really cool. Then a couple cutting boards. One from John. Looks like you're watching, John. Congratulations on the runner-up. That one's really cool. Then we had again from Hearth and Home Designs. I know it's got a little bit of lunch coming back up. Had another really cool cutting board with a great phrase called "Chop it like it's hot."
I love it.
Love it. We love dad jokes, especially when dad coats are, used in laser cutting. So these are the 4 runners-up. Again, Mrs. Maker, Lendo Buttons, John Desnell, and Hearth and Home Designs. Congratulations. Good job on those March shout-outs. Yep, and then now we're going to move into the top 5 for this month's weekly contest winners. So coming in at number 5. Just go ahead and say it. We can't hear you.
Yeah, it's frozen.
There we go. Okay, sorry.
All right.
Man, Charles is always working so hard to get us unfrozen. So number 5, Marcel. Actually, look at Marcel is actually watching. Look at this.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Marcel, great job on this iPad holder. This is
What do you
actually.
think that's for?
I'm sure he watches FSTV when he's in the shop, right? Yeah.
That's
No,
a good reason.
it's a good reason. But this is really cool. He actually has it articulated so it can turn 90 degrees, so you can watch it either in landscape or portrait mode. Pretty cool.
Yeah, pull up that picture of me.
And
Portrait
just
mode?
portrait mode, just leave it there as a sign.
Pause it.
Absolutely. So number 4 this month is actually Alight Customs, another great sign from them. They took a bunch of different sections of pieces, like you got the California bears there, some pine trees, the mountains, put them together. Really cool hanging piece there. Great job, Alight Customs. Another great piece from you
I
guys.
love how modern and clean it is.
So clean. I knew you'd like this one. Number 3, I think you're going to like a lot too. Melody, great job on these wine cases. Lady, these are so beautiful. Man, I don't even drink a lot of wine, but I would drink all the wine that came in one of these boxes, I'll tell you that.
Gives me a headache.
Yeah, oh, wine does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instant headache.
Mostly just for intelligent people, I think.
Oh,
Wine.
okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
get
fine. So these wine cases are just beautiful, terrific. I couldn't like these anymore. I couldn't even give you a note on them. Like these are
I
tremendous.
think they add to any bottle, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So number 2 this month, another really cool one. I bet Jim's watching too. Jim Robinson, good job, man. Congratulations. This is really cool. Actually, I wish we had 2 or 3 more pictures of this because it would have showed the whole 3-dimensional design. This is just most of the laser cutting done. This is actually a neat little table. The Tennessee Reeds, got the map on there, got the family photo, got a place for the drink, got the Tennessee Reeds engraved. Just a great piece. I really wish we could show this in 3 dimensions. You could see the table that it is all on. It's a great little piece for the
I wonder
home.
how long that would take with like a wood burner
Oh,
by hand.
Don't even want to think about it.
No.
Don't even want to think about it. All right. So now, this month's monthly contest winner, $250 prize, and Mrs. Erin Keck.
Yay!
Great job, Erin. She makes these amazing steampunk clocks. Actually, years ago, before either one of us worked at the company, we actually commissioned her to make this clock we have right here that still hangs in our studio today. To this day.
And Erin is live with us, by the way, guys.
And Erin's tuned in. Erin, good. Congratulations,
This
Erin.
inspired me when I first started.
Absolutely. Like when we started, this is the first thing I saw coming to the lobby too, and I was like, "Wow, you can make that with lasers!" Like, I'll take this job right now.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. So great job, Erin. She makes all kinds of clocks, mostly steampunk, in I guess taste or in what would you call it? The genre. It's very steampunky, steampunk-esque.
Thousand Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
It's incredible. It's the easy way to put it. Tons of detail, tons of little gears, tons of things all working together. Really, really cool design. Erin, great job on that clock. You've just won a free lens kit, so you can upgrade your laser system to either have some more engraving power or some more cutting power with a different laser lens, plus $250 on your next purchase FSL, whether it's getting a new tube, fume extractor, replant, or let's say you get a new laser system. $250 off the next purchase you make.
Right?
Absolutely. So congratulations to all this month's winners. Everyone who submitted, you can always submit by. Oh, go ahead.
Renee just said, "I am Miss Maker."
Renee is Mrs. Maker. Congratulations, Renee. I wish we would have known that was your tag. We would have definitely put your name underneath there.
It's weird. I'm Mr. Maker.
Are you guys married? Do you even know him? Just kidding. All right. So again, if you want to enter the weekly contest, all you have to use the hashtag #MadeWithFSL. I think we'll have it right down here below. Charles, you got one of those?
Sure, why not?
There it is. Yeah, there it is. So Made with FSL, just use that hashtag and we will find you for sure. If you don't use social media or you'd rather just send us in a submission, just send those submissions into marketing@fslaser.com and we'll be sure to give them in consideration. That's one of our.
Directly to Nick.
What?
Or any support questions, directly to Nick.
No, send them to marketing@fslaser. What the fuck is jeez, I'm gonna have to see this guy. I have to take him out back. Get that hose out. We got to get him back in shape. All right, so thanks again for everyone submitting your monthly contest. Again, it's a great thing to get a free lens kit plus a couple $100 to your next purchase. You can't really beat that, right?
No.
No, I can beat you. Yeah. Okay, what else we have for the show? This one. Okay, I guess our normal things. First of all, thanks for you guys for watching again this week.
Yes.
We always appreciate it. Really, we do it for you guys. So if there's anything you'd like to see, a segment you'd like to see, something you'd like to see done as an example.
Something
weird. We're going to be doing some weird stuff here coming up soon. We're going to be engraving some eggs. We've made some other things. If you didn't see the Da Vinci guy that Walker made this week, check that out on our Facebook and Instagram pages. A really cool project Walker made this week.
I wonder if you can cook eggs if you raster them.
Raster it long enough to cook the egg. I don't
least it's hot.
even want to try that. No. They figured out this thing a few years ago. It's called boiling water.
Whoa.
Cooks it almost instantly. It's pretty quick, pretty easy.
That's
They actually make
awesome.
specific timers because it takes so little time just to boil an egg.
Dang.
Maybe not raster. Yeah,
No?
maybe not raster.
What
Yeah.
if you vaporize the center of it and it's just like from the center?
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay, so
What's up, Scott?
We got one last shout out to Eric.
Eric Crook. How's it going, man? Thanks for watching the show. Thought there's something else. Thought we had a little bit of information coming in. Sorry,
Yeah, I thought
Eric.
that
Thanks for watching the show, man.
I
Thanks for
thought that
tuning in.
was, Keck.
Keck, did I say it wrong?
No.
Oh, Crook. Yeah, Eric
I was
Crook.
getting the winner confused with Eric.
Oh, yeah.
That was Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's confusing.
Eric Crook, though, he is active in a lot of the forums with lasers. So here we go. If you have a friend who's in need of a laser, we're here to help. You could get some help too with using our referral program. There's a link down below in the description of this video, whether on YouTube or Facebook. Click on that link, submit your friend, and win some money, but earn some money by helping us connect.
I hope you have some friends.
Yeah, if you don't have friends, call Walker. His email address is walker@fslaser.com. Just give him a shout out,
All
email
right.
him direct. He loves hearing from people.
I do.
If you need a friend, Walker's here for you. Again, the other things we have going on, make sure you use the hashtag #MadeWithFSL to use the weekly contest or submit into the monthly contest. If you have a comment or concern with this that's outside maybe the video or of projects, fill out the survey. We have a survey form right down below in the descriptions. We always love getting those survey responses back. Looks like we're frozen up one more time. Sorry about that, so we'll make this real quick. Hopefully we'll be unfrozen in time to say our key phrase at the end of the show.
That's my favorite part.
That's Walker's favorite part. Again, if you got questions about how to use RE3, make sure you check out our RE3 tutorials in our RE3 tutorials playlist. Again, sorry about the frozen. At least we
See
keep
you,
making
Marcel.
funny faces. Marcel,
He's
gotta
out.
run. Good to see you, bud. Thanks for tuning in. I'm wondering what Walker's looking at in this frozen picture. Like, I feel like he's like
like a
checking
snack
down a
or
little bit, like a Twinkie or something down
Yeah.
at my feet. Oh, there we go. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate the patience as we went through a little bit of frozen time. We're actually traveling through space to the moon. There's a lot of delay in.
Just
Oh,
to the moon?
that's next week. Sorry, we're filming something else next week. I keep getting confused. My bad. Sorry about the little bit of delay with this technical difficulties. We'll get that squared away for next week. Congratulations again to our winner. She makes amazing things like this. I mean, look at this. That's crazy. That's just so good.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. So until next week at 4 o'clock here at Full Spectrum Laser, we encourage you to watch our other videos. Until then,
Keep making.
all right. Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Thanks so much for watching the video. If you want some more videos, we got them available for you right here. Just got your, I think this video I picked just for you. Then this video down here is a whole bunch of good ones you see. Then if you want to subscribe and see all the videos that we make, just click this button up here. Make sure you click the bell down below so you get notifications when we have new videos. Walker, what are you doing?